Hey everyone, it's Rick Santos with your October 10th Baker to Vegas Monday morning update. As all of you know, last week was our first team captains meeting, and I've got to say it was great to see everyone and feel the excitement. Although it was Zoom, I could tell everyone is just as excited as I am to kick off the 2023 race season. Today, what I wanted to do is kind of go over a few things with you. I want to start with the website. If you look here on bakervegas.net, I wanted to point out a few things for all of you. First thing is on here, we have all of our race information. We have everything, how to book your rooms, all the team captain information, as well as a couple of other items that we'll go over in just a moment. Here under the travel and accommodations, if you click on this host hotel or if you click down here, you can go ahead and you can book your room. All you got to do is follow the simple instructions and get your rooms booked. As I mentioned in the past, checking in Friday, checking out Monday, the average room rate, which includes all resort fees, is $157 a night. So those rooms will go quick. So if you haven't done so already, please make sure that you book your rooms, because once our room block is gone, that is it. Down here, registration fees are being accepted. We are trying to make it easy for everyone as far as trying to pay online. It's very simple. Here on the main website, you click on this link here, and it'll take you right into how to pay your registration fee. You're going to select the entry fee, follow the instructions, and go ahead and pay your entry fee online. As soon as that entry fee gets submitted, I receive an email and I mark you as paid. Why is that important? Although you have till December 31st to pay your registration fee, please keep in mind regarding your team volunteers, the earlier you pay, the more desirable positions they will have out on the race course. For those of you who still want to send in a check, that is completely fine, not a problem. I'm going to give you that information right now. Check is going to be made out to LAPRAC. That's LAPRAAC. In the memo portion of the check, please put B2V and your control number. Once again, that's B2V, and then enter in your control number. Your control number you can find on the registration website. Show you real quickly here while I've got the computer up. Most of the control numbers are entered. They're right here along the side. Some have not yet been entered. That's just because I haven't been able to find it, or I am not yet at that team. So again, just jump on there, get your control number, and enter it into the memo portion of the check. Mail your check to LAPRAC, LAPRAAC, attention, B2V, P.O. Box 861148. Again, that's P.O. Box 861148, Los Angeles, California, 90086. Again, like I said, you can either pay online or by sending a check. What I'd like to do is I'd like to take a quick moment and review a couple of items on the rulebook here. So if I pull this up, if we can start here in chapter 2, a couple quick items. I won't take up much of your time, but I just wanted to highlight a couple of things. I know we went over some of this stuff in the meeting, but I wanted to make sure that we cover it. First of all, there was a change. It's not in this in the version that is online. It will be updated shortly. But regarding eligibility, here we go. Civilian department personnel. We've clearly defined what a civilian department personnel is. Any civilian department personnel who participate in the race must be a full-time employee. The only exception to this rule are reserve officers. This was updated as of Thursday of last week. It'll be up. The new version of the rulebook will be up later this week if it's not already up. But that is a change. Civilian department personnel must be full-time employees. So please make note of it. Chapter 2, real quick, as I mentioned, some of the rule changes. Start line runner, we went over this during the meeting. Check in no later than 30 minutes prior to start time. Make sure that they're there. Again, this is to help trying to eliminate the speeding and having people show up late. So please make sure that you're there. Number 3, your race volunteer, your team volunteer. For the new teams who are not familiar with this, you need to submit a volunteer, a person's name and contact information to me. And what we're going to do is we're going to put them out on the race course as your team volunteer. It used to be a sworn volunteer. We've taken that part of it away. Just make sure it's a responsible adult, because if they do not show up, your team will be penalized. So please make sure. Team catchers, there are no catchers at the finish line. So I just want to make sure that everyone understood that. No catchers at the finish line. It gets pretty crowded there, as everyone knows who've been to the finish line. So we're trying to eliminate some of that chaos there. So no catchers are needed. We will have the personnel there to make sure that your runners are okay. Item number 11, use of drones. There are no drones allowed on the race course. Your team will be disqualified. So please make note of that. Chapter 3. I wanted to touch on this real briefly. The alternate runner versus a downed runner. Again, there is no penalty for an alternate runner if the runner checks in prior to taking off and runs with a white bib. If I am replacing a downed runner, as stated in number 3, item number 3, you will be penalized. So an alternate runner, there is no penalty. Just make sure that they check in at the stage and they run their leg with a white bib. There is no penalty for that at all. Item number 7, the baton. There was a small change made. The big thing here is no person other than the designated runner may possess the baton at any time to create a competitive advantage for their team. So again, the key being that this does not create a competitive advantage. Again, if somebody goes down and I'm part of the safety personnel that jumps out of the van, and I grab that baton and I get it out of their hands, and I've per this rule, I've touched it, and I'm not supposed to, but it didn't create a competitive advantage. I'm taking care of the individual who's down. That is not a problem whatsoever. Item number 11, runner delay. We ran into this last year for those of you who participated with the stoppage in the race. This was here last year. It's here again this year. Just make sure that we make notation of it and it goes on the official log. So please make sure that you note anything that occurs. Item number 12, flashing vest. As I mentioned in the meeting, if you're not sure if your vest is okay to use, just reach out to either Adina or myself, send us a link or send us a photo, and we will be able to figure it out and let you folks know. One more item on the internet here is make sure that everything is on our Baker to Vegas YouTube channel. Go into Baker to Vegas, or I'm sorry, YouTube into Baker to Vegas. We have all the videos here listed. All of 2023 starts here. Everything that we put out is including this video here, is put on our YouTube channel. Try to make it easy. I am going to create a couple of more how-to videos. We've got the team registration, the co-captain invites. I'll make a few more as things come up, and we'll post them here on this YouTube channel. So please make sure that you click that subscribe button so that way you're getting all of your updates. As always, I appreciate your time. I know it's valuable, so thank you all for giving me a few moments. I wish you all to stay safe, and we will talk soon. Take care, everyone.